Okay, what would you do in this situation? They want a little bit of a verdict, so they come to the KVJ Court. They want to know, should they be kicking the roommate to the curb? It says in their email they sent to us, mail at KVJShow.com. Through a combination of desperation and opportunity, I found a friend of a good friend to move into my condo to help me with the payments. I'm a woman. He's a guy friend of one of my good girlfriends. And he had a girlfriend when he moved in, but that has since ended. Now, look, I'm not attracted to him, and I don't think he's attracted to me. We had a lot of good times, and we were building a good friendship. But the other night, he did something that I think kind of crossed a line. When I came home from work on Friday, he jumps out of my closet with a scream mask on.
Oh.
I freak out. I attack him like my life depends on it. He quickly rips off the mask. He's laughing hysterically, which helped me realize immediately that he also had been drinking. I was not laughing. I told him to get out, not of my room, the apartment. He got defensive and he told me that I was overreacting. And I said, all right, well, then you can tell it to the cops when they get here because I am calling them if you're not out of this condo in 2 minutes.
She's calling the fuzz.
Damn, that escalated quick.
He left. The next day, he then hit me up with a more apologetic tone via text. I was still pissed, though, and I told him that he needed to move out permanently. This was over. Then our mutual friend reaches out to me, and she said, look, I think you're kind of overreacting a little bit. She said, look, he was just trying to be funny, and it was a misguided attempt. But what I find myself doing now is not trusting his judgment.
Right.
She said he had nowhere to go and that she only had a sofa for him, and that wasn't going to be permanent. I told her, I don't care what his situation is. That's not my problem. She thinks I'm being heartless and mean. So would you kick this guy out for this ill-advised prank? Or would you be like, all right, this is one big warning. Never again. Be on your best behavior.
I go one big warning.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't kick him out for this. But I also stand by her right to decide. And if she doesn't want him there, he should get out. If she says she no longer trusts his judgment and doesn't want to share a home with him, we have to respect her opinion on this situation, and he needs to move out of her home.
And it's really uncomfortable, too, when a prank backfires and not everyone receives it well.
Well, here's the problem. I think some dudes are dumb. You don't see girls doing this as much as you see dumb dudes doing this.
What are you talking about? My next comment was going to be about a story that involved you.
Well, I'm more of a dude. I have a friend, and you know this friend, and the dude, he did a dumb thing. He thought it would be funny to prank his wife, and she ended up on the floor crying in tears, and he was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I'm so sorry. Because you can't pull the same pranks that you pull on your bros on a chick. And some dudes are dumb and they don't realize that. Bro pranks are not to be played on a chick.
The last prank Virginia did on me, I got mad at her.
Because I'm like a bro.
She brought the leaf blower out. I'm getting out of my Jeep, and all like a ninja in the night, she comes up, and all I see is just this big barrel looking at me, and then the air blower goes on. I'm like, oh, they got me. I'm dead.
It's a surprise game of Name That Nut.
My phone goes flying.
You love Name That Nut.
I know I don't.
I like her giving him a very strong warning rather than just kicking him right out. I think what he did was wrong. The fact he was in her room, that's messed up. That really is. And you got to say, hey, look, never again can you ever be in my room. You would think that would be established boundaries. Doing anything that would make me feel like my life could be in jeopardy, that is an absolute no-go.
On the first,
in my house.
That's pretty messed up.
That's your safe nest.
Right.
I always,
messed up.
when something like that happens and it's a first-time offense, I always like to see how somebody apologizes. And do they really feel remorse? Are they being sincere, or do they not give a crap?
Or are they gaslighting you and telling you, why are you being such a sensitive bee?
Yeah, that's annoying. But if you're really sorry, go, look, man, I had too many drinks. I thought it was going to be funny. I misread the room. That's me, my bad. Then I'm going to say, all right, we're cool. Just don't do it again.
I would forgive that too, but also, she has the right to kick him out if she wants to, because it's her home. She needs to feel safe there. If she no longer feels safe, this is a big problem for her. And she didn't do anything wrong. And now she has to live with this guy and be upset every day when she sees him.
You were a victim of this crime, Kevin. Remember when you went to your closet, had no idea Virginia's daughter, who was about 8 years old at the time, had a mask on in her bedroom closet?
Yeah.
It was prank wars. It was Halloween.
But
I know what this feels like.
horrifying was
Terribly horrifying. I mean, when you're in the comfort of your own bedroom and something comes popping out of your closet you think might kill you.
with a mask on, little kids in masks with adult masks scare the hell out of me.
Terrifying.
Oh, it was so good. The video was so good.
I kicked him right out.
You did get scared.
Yeah, I did. It's terrifying. She got a lot of points for that one. It's pretty good.
But we work on a goofy radio show. This girl in her apartment trying to feel safe, you crossed the line.
Yeah. Look, I don't know that I would kick him out, but I think you have every right to do it. So I think you got to follow your heart on this one.
He needs to be buying her like bottles of wine or flowers or chocolate or dinner or whatever.
He needs to be the best roommate of all time for the next 6 months to a year easily.
New underwear when she soiled herself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.